The next skill that I'm going to be doing is skill 10, feed clients who cannot feed self. It has 15 steps, okay? It also highlight step 3. Before feeding client is in an upright sitting position. That's the critical element. The equipment for this skill, you're gonna pick up your tray. You would also pick up the hand wipes, so let's write that down. We're gonna be testing you on all this, of course. So equipment, tray, hand wipes, and you would also need a bib in the form of a washcloth, all right? This is my GNA exam. I look on the skill form that the examiner has given me. There they are sitting there with their clipboard and watching me perform the skills, okay? Once you see feed the client, this is what you do. Hi, Miss Nafisa, my name is Cynthia and I'm here to feed you. Is that okay with you? Another equipment you will need for this skill, which will be provided for you in the room, is a chair, okay? So you grab your chair, you have to sit, get your tray, get your bib, and you get your hand wipes, okay? If your next question is, Miss Cynthia, are you going to be feeding the patient for real? The answer is yes. For feeding, once again, the head of the bed has to be in the upright position, also known as high phallus position. This is the only skill you get to sit throughout the GNA exam. It's required for you to sit to feed the patient. If we stand, we will have a problem. Once your patient is seated, if you feel the need to straighten the pillow, by all means, go ahead and do that. Okay. The next thing you would do is to pick up this paper form here, okay, or card, and ask the patient to tell you their name. It's a step, right? So can you please tell me your name? Thank you very much, Ms. Nafisa. I'm gonna be feeding you this afternoon, but before we do that, can I have your hands? The candidate, that's you. You are responsible for washing the patient's hand with their hand wipes for them. Okay. You said we don't throw things as nurse members of the nursing team. You cover the patient with the bib. You have a seat, and earlier I did tell you that the examiner is going to be giving you 3 different types of food, but in this case, for the purpose of the exam, it's basically 2 types of cereal and applesauce, but you can make it up, all right? So I'm just going to make up, you know, the type of foods I have here, because it's required for you to describe the type of food you're going to be feeding the patient, and you should also ask the patient which one they will prefer first, all right? It's a step, okay? So Miss Nafisa, I have applesauce here, I have rice, and I also have ground beef. Which one would you prefer first? Applesauce, good job. With each bite, you're supposed to tell the patient what you're giving them, all right? So this is your applesauce. If you are the patient, unless you are fasting, you're supposed to eat the food, all right? That's why they use generic cereal, so people will not have allergies to it. This is your ground beef.
That's the rice, actually.
That's the rice. My GNA exam, okay? This is your rice.
Oh.
The first round, you also offer fluids in between. It's a requirement, all right? So this is your water. Once the patient is done, your next step is to take the bib and dab their mouth into the hamper. Then you also responsible for washing their hands again. Okay, so you take the hand wipes, just like when you finish eating, you wash your hands, same thing. Okay. Examiner is going to designate a dirty utility area. So wherever they designated, you would put the dirty tray there, okay? As far as the hand wipes, I'm gonna just put it back on here. This too, just like this. Okay, thank you. You are supposed to leave the patient's head up in this position. Next thing, after I've gotten rid of my tray, Mr. Officer, this is your call bell. Don't hesitate to call me if you need me. My bed is in the lowest position and I'm going to wash my hands. All right, you are done with this skill.